I went to the Muslim mosque in 1960 when I first went to Miami training for professional fighting. I went to a Muslim meeting. And as soon as I heard it, I knew this is what I've been looking for all of my life.
Why do you insist on being called Muhammad Ali now?
That's the name given to me by my leading teacher, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. That's my original name. That's a black man name. Cassius Clay was my slave name. I'm no longer a slave.
What does it mean?
Muhammad means worthy of all praises, and Ali means most high.
There haven't been very many Negroes in this country who have protested the draft in the sense that they have gone in and fought. Do you think that you are setting some kind of an example that perhaps some of them may even...
I'm not out to set no example for nobody to follow. I'm a Muslim. I'm with 600 more million who believe the same as me, and I'm just sticking to my religious beliefs in the Holy Quran.
Just how far would you go to keep from taking up arms?
I'll die. It's anything that's against my religious beliefs. I'd rather face machine gun fire before deviate from the teachings of Almighty God and the religion of Islam. I would die.
Well, in this situation, you wouldn't have to die. It would mean that you'd go to jail if you refused to take up arms.
I'm not saying where I will go. I'm just letting you know that I'm going to stick 1,000% to my religious beliefs. Even if it means die. You figure out the rest.
Every time that I enter the ring, in a way, I'm going to war. They say to me daily, you are a prize fighter. What's the difference? And I like to say to those critics of the press and to the others that there is one hell of a lot of difference in fighting in the ring and going to war in Vietnam. My intention is to box to win a clean fight. But in war, the intention is to kill, and continue killing innocent people. And I want the world and the cameras to hear it. Who's the heavyweight champion of the world?
On May 8, 1967, Muhammad Ali officially refused to be inducted into the armed services, and he paid the price. He was stripped of his heavyweight title and his license to box.
I am Muslim Muhammad Ali, and I would like to ask you, what made you change to the Islamic faith? And do you keep strictly to the laws of Islam? And are you as good a Muslim as you are a boxer?
Well, it's not for me. You know, the word Muslim means one who submits entirely to the will of God. Mm-hmm. One who submits entirely to the will of God. That's what Muslim means. So I don't know, I cannot be the judge on how much I submit entirely to the will of God. God himself can only judge us. So I can't say how good I am, and no true Muslim will brag or will even take a chance on saying he's good or he's halfway good or not. It's up to Allah, God, to be the judge, see. So I'm not going to say one thing about how good I am because I don't know. We never get good enough. I'm always striving to be right. And you asked me another question, why did I change? Because I was raised a Baptist. And after touring the world, I found out that there are 600 million Muslims on the planet. What Jesus taught was good. What Moses taught was right. What Buddha taught was right. What Krishna taught was right. What Isaiah, Lot, Noah, God has always sent prophets to different people at different times with messages for those people. All of them are right. Jesus made a statement, I come not to destroy no law of the prophet, but to fulfill. All of God's prophets are right. You got to believe in all of them. So if a person follow Moses and live like Moses preached, if they follow Jesus, they follow Lot, any of the prophets. The religion is good, but the people do things in the name of the religion. A lot of Muslims do things they shouldn't do. A lot of Protestants, a lot of Buddhists, a lot of Hindus live like they shouldn't live. But the religion itself, the religion is right, but the people who follow religion ain't so right. So I choose to follow the Islamic path because I've never saw so much love. I never saw so many people hugging each other, kissing each other, praying 5 times a day, the women in the long garments, the way they would eat. You can go to any country and say, Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum assalam. You got a home, you got a brother. I chose the Islamic path because it connected me. As a Christian in America, I couldn't go to the white churches. As a Christian, that was for those people. It did them good. It didn't do me good. So the only thing that made me feel good The only thing that made me feel free, that connected me with Saudi Arabia, the Islamic religion, connected me with Pakistan, Morocco, Syria. I sat down with Colonel Gaddafi, had dinner in his palace, stayed overnight because I'm a Muslim. As a Christian, I never could sit with Christian leaders. As a Muslim, I sat with Sadat, I sat with President Nasser, Marcos of the Philippines, Ayub Khan of Pakistan before he died. I've been sitting with kings of Sheikh Zayed of Abu Dhabi. Kings and people of these nations have welcomed me as a brother, and I'm a citizen, and now in America, I'm respected by all colors and throughout the world as a Muslim. See, the name Muhammad is the most common name in the world. There are more Muhammads on the planet. There are 4 billion people on earth, and every third person is a Muslim. So for me, I'm not condemning no other religion, but for me, being a world figure, taking the name Muhammad Ali, which is the name of my people for the birth of America, accepting the Islamic religion, it was better for me. So I chose the Islamic religion. That's why I chose it.
Muhammad.
Now, after I'm through boxing, I would like to be a minister. Don't you think I preach pretty good?
Very good.
Don't I make it plain?
Yes.
Don't you understand now? You asked me some pretty tough questions, but didn't I make a lot of sense? I didn't make the Christians hate me. I didn't make the Protestants hate me. I didn't make the Catholics hate me. I told you the truth. I said all of them are good if they live it. It's just the people who don't live it. So I chose the Islamic path.
What's wrong with miniskirts? What's wrong with hot pants? I mean,
well, see, this is a European design thing, but righteous people, you go to Saudi Arabia and tell a woman to put on miniskirt. Go to Zaire, Africa, and have the women put on short dresses. They'd be fine. They're locked up. Go to Pakistan, or go to all throughout black Islamic Muslim countries. Number one, I have a wife and she's walking around with a skirt up to here. And then what's happening? Well, why do I want everybody to see her? What's a man? I mean, people looking and winking, they lusting for her, all kind of freaks and no good people on the streets. Why do I want my wife? She can't bend over because the panties show if the wind blow. Horses show the behind. Cows and animals and mules. Human beings don't walk around with the behind out. Savages walk around with the behinds out. And my wife's behind ain't for every man to look at. You understand? So it makes a lot of sense. So how can I protect my woman if I'm walking down the street, she's half naked, and some sadist run up and grab her? Hell, I shouldn't have put out there. If I got merchandise I want to sell, I put in the window for you to see. So if I want my wife, why do I want everybody to see my wife? What's private? What's mine? Everybody looking at her. Which means what's wrong with it? How can you have a wife or somebody you love? Anything God made precious, nature hides it. You cannot find diamonds easy. You have to dig and dig and dig, and then you got to work to clean them. You cannot, you cannot find, listen, you cannot find gold. Everything God made valuable, He made it hard to get. Pearls, rubies, and ain't my all. You have to dig, and half the time it don't strike. Everything God created that was valuable, He made it hard to get to. Ain't my woman more important than some diamonds and some oil and some gold when she's the field which produced my sons and daughters? Why should she walk around all nude in all of these design clothes? Her breasts is out. She's on the beach wearing clothes that show more than her panties when she go to bed. That's right. People don't just might as well come out with a brassiere on and her panties. She'd be more covered up than she do in the European style with just something covering up her nipple and just a little old G-string over, and she's walking out on the beach naked. These are savages. How am I have my daughter, my wife, or my woman walking around for her man? Ooh, look, I could do. Boy, if I could get to her. And what I want that for? She's mine. What do you mean, what's wrong with walking around half naked? That don't look bad to you because you're of the European nature, and the black people are righteous, and the Europeans have made them unrighteous.
But look, I mean, before you go on, there are lots of black tribes who nudity is their dress. They walk around naked. There's nothing wrong in that either.
They don't look at it like you do, and I don't know enough about them. They were savages. They're
not savages.
Yes,
there's some
savages.
We were all savages at one.
They were savages, and we don't style after them. You're talking about the ones who went out into the jungles and started living a beach-like life. We know all about the history of Africa and how it started and this and that, but there are the civilized people there too. And these are the ones we pattern. I want you two people to stand up and take a bow to show you how women dress and how my wife
Sure, that'd be interesting. Let's look at that.
Because the sisters stand up who've been converted to our movement in America. This is where our women dress.
Can we put the lights
These are our women right here. Do that look bad to you? Ain't that beautiful? And that's the way the black woman should look. That's the way she should walk around. That's the way our women look. They are sisters who were converted through the Muhammad Speaks newspaper. These are thousands and thousands and thousands of women in America. In every city, you'll see this take place in today. You understand? They're clean. They serve God, Allah. They don't serve some English clothes designer. They serve God, and they're proud of it. And what's wrong with that? You ask what's wrong with miniskirt? What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that.
What man wouldn't want his woman covered up? He can go to work knowing that she ain't somewhere flirting. Some man chasing down the street for a behind part. What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing.
No.
So there's something wrong with that, though, showing it all.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
You don't think nothing wrong with it?
No, not at all.
You don't?
Not at all.
That's because you're white. That's because your nature's not righteous.
No,
listen, we have the history.
It's not because I'm white and you're black. I mean, that's nonsense.
No, your nature is not righteous.
How do you mean my nature is not righteous?
You said you don't mind your woman walking half naked.
You're making some incredible assumptions about me.
You tell me you don't. It's the truth. You're telling the world on television.
Have you got the priority on the truth?
Yes,
you know the truth more than I do?
The truth is that you don't mind your woman walking around half nude.
Sure.
You don't mind it?
No, of course not.
Well, then that means you're not righteous.
But look, let me put a point to you.
Half nude?
Let me put a point.
And you're a Christian too?
Let me put it. No,
Christianity shouldn't even back
I'm in fact a non-believer if it comes to that.
Oh, well, now I understand why then. You're a non-believer.
No,
I'm sorry.
Not at all.
I'm sorry, you're a non-believer.
You can't say just.
Muhammad, I'd like to know what you're going to do when you retire from boxing.
When I retire from boxing, I really don't know. I want to say something right here. You all this might make you all think. Get ready to meet God. Owning real estate, going in business, teaching boxers, that won't get me to heaven. How many here believe there's a supreme being, believe there's a God? How many believe there's some power that made the sun, the moon, the stars? How many believe that this stuff didn't just come out here? Somebody wiser than us made it. How many believe there's a God? How many believe there's not a God? All right, if I told you who don't believe in God, if I told you that this glass sprang into existence, this glass made itself, no man made this glass, would you believe it? If I told you this television station popped into existence, it just, no man made it, you said Muhammad Ali's crazy. All right, if that glass couldn't make itself, if this building didn't make itself, then how did the moon get out there? How did the stars and Jupiter, Neptune and Mars and the sun, how did nature, how did all this come here if it didn't know why is something planning to make it? So what I'm saying is, I believe that we're going to be judged. God is watching me. God don't praise me because I beat Joe Frazier. God don't give nothing about Joe Frazier. He wants to know how do we treat each other? How do we help each other? So I'm going to dedicate my life to using my name and popularity, helping charities, helping people, uniting people, bring people bumming each other because of religious beliefs. We need somebody in the world to help make peace. So when I die, if there's a heaven, I want to see it. We all going to die soon. This is not the life now. This is a test to see where will we spend our life. Your soul and your spirit never die. That's going to live forever. So your body is just housing your soul and spirit. So God is testing us on how we treat each other, how we live, to see where our real home be in heaven. So this physical stuff don't last for so long. There have been many kings and queens of England. They're all dead. After this one is gone, another one will come. So we don't stay here. We're just trustees. We don't own nothing. The most important thing about life is what's going to happen when you die. Are you going to go to heaven or hell? And that's eternity. How long is eternity? Give you an idea how long eternity is. Take the Sahara Desert, and I told you to wait 1,000 years. And every 1,000 years, I want you to pick up a grain of sand until the desert is empty. So it just scares me to think that I'm going to die one day and go to hell. I'm on an airplane that might blow up. I'm always traveling. The police, I might kill people. I might rob people. The authorities might not catch me. The FBI, Scotland Yard might not catch me. But when I die, somebody's watching me and keeping count, and I can't get away. So what am I going to do when I'm through fighting? Get myself ready to meet God and go to the best place. Does that make sense?
Thank you.
In 1967, Muhammad Ali pummeled Ernie Terrell into submission after a furious fight. Later on, the press was attacking Ali hard for what he did. This criticism at the time was no doubt vividly linked to and due to his stand against the whole Vietnam War thing.
Tell me, champ, would you have been prepared to go into the army if it hadn't been for the Vietnam War?
No, under no conditions do we take part in wars to take lives of other humans.
Ali was made out to be some kind of heartless monster for punishing Terrell the way he did. But here's the story. Before the fight, Terrell repeatedly refused to call Muhammad Ali by his name.
Well, I'll let Cassius tell me about it.
He even sang a song to further provoke him.
Won't you come home, dear Cassius? Won't you come home? I've trained the whole year through. Are you afraid, Mohammed? Are you afraid of what I'll do to you? Ain't it a shame you change your name? I'll change your features too.
He insisted on calling him Cassius Clay in front of the media, during the interviews, and in the pre-fight press conferences. Ali afterwards told him and the press that he was going to punish him and make him say his real name in the ring if he doesn't say it now.
Why don't you call me my name, man?
Well, what's your name? You told me your name was Cassius Clay.
I never told you my name was Cassius Clay. My name is Muhammad Ali, and you will announce it right there in the center of that ring after the fight if you don't do it now. I'm going to punish you. Back off of me, man. Back off of me, man.
The heavyweight champion of the world, Muhammad Ali.
He was sort of egging them on. What's my name? Because he kept calling Cassius, Cassius, Cassius. What's my name? What's my name? He'd go, what's my name?
15 rounds.
Pop! You know, he'd be nailing the guy behind the conversation.
Ali administered a thorough and complete beating of Ernie Terrell.
And here is what Muhammad Ali had to say after the fight.
This time it was serious.
Do you hate him?
No, I don't really hate him, but I don't really hate no one, but I don't like him for his actions and the way he was acting and insisting on calling me Cassius Clay. Knowing my name now is Muhammad Ali, and I'm a Muslim, and whenever this is discussed as serious, I don't play with the religion or the name. So he really made name, and that was not play, that was real.
I'd like to say something right here. You know, Cassius Clay, yes.
Why do you want to say Cassius Clay when Howard Cosell and everybody is calling you Muhammad Ali? Now, why you got to be the one of all people whose color to keep saying Cassius Clay?
Howard Cosell is not the one who's going to fight you. I am.
You making it really hard on yourself now.
Well,
why don't you keep the thing in the sport angle? Why don't you call me my name, man?
Well, what's your name? You told me your name was Cassius Clay a few years ago.
I never told you my name was Cassius Clay. My name is Muhammad Ali, and you will announce it right there in the center of that ring after the fight if you don't do it now.
For the benefit of this broadcast, him, all right?
You just acting just like an old Uncle Tom. Another Floyd Patterson. I'm going to punish you.
Let me tell you something, man. You ain't got no
back off of me.
Don't call me no Uncle Tom.
That's what you are, Uncle Tom.
Why are you going to call me Uncle Tom?
You heard me. Just back off of me.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, as the two contestants prepare for battle right now,
back off of me, man. Back off of me, man.
Another interview has been recorded for posterity as the two gentlemen continue to promote the fight. Perfect, that's it. Come on. Keep shooting.
You can promote the fight and all that stuff.
Nu, hè? Bitte nehmen Sie mal Platz. Bitte. Bitte nehmen Sie Platz.
Who's first?
Ich würde sagen, wenn...
Ladies first.
Ladies first, ja? Okay. Frau Damen haben Vorrang. Sie erst, ja? Okay. Bitte. Keine Angst vor mir. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Come on, man. So. Ali, wer ist der Nächste?
I want the easy ones first and the hard ones last. Tell him.
Ich möchte eine einfache am Anfang haben und der schwerste, ich glaube, the last one is this one. Huh?
I want him last.
Last, ja, als letzte. Okay, Winfried.
Old man.
Huh? The old man? Yeah, okay. Old Man River, come on.
Tell him I'm not friendly today. Tell him I'm not friendly.
Heute ist nicht freundlich, dass Sie es wissen. Ja, das weiß er schon. Ja. Can you go to the middle, please? Yeah.
Everyone knows you suffer from Parkinson's syndrome. The damage to your brain has not affected your mental capacity at all. It hasn't.
I hope not.
You hope not? It has affected your movement. It has affected your speech. It has affected your facial expression, but it has not affected your mental capacity. Does it bother you when you hear people say, as they do, Muhammad Ali's punch drunk?
I didn't drink that much.
Does it bother you when people say,
no,
you know, you should have gotten out earlier, you're sick as a result of the punches?
If I thought I did, I wouldn't come on the show. I wouldn't come on the show. If I thought I did, I wouldn't come on the show. If I thought I did, I wouldn't come on the show. If I thought I did, I wouldn't come on the show. If I thought I did, I wouldn't come on the show. If I thought I did, I wouldn't come on the show. If I thought I did, I wouldn't come on the show. If I thought I did, I wouldn't come on the show. If I thought I did, I wouldn't come on the show. If I thought I did, I wouldn't come on the show. If I thought I did, I wouldn't come on the show. If I thought I did, I wouldn't come on the show. If I thought I did, I wouldn't come on the show. If I thought I did, I wouldn't come on the show. If I thought I did, I wouldn't come on the show. If I thought I did, I wouldn't come on the show. If I thought I did, I wouldn
You wouldn't come on here?
No, because I'd be worried about what you asked me.
When you look at the old pictures of the fast-talking, fast-moving...
You show me a picture of me. You show me a picture of you and myself, and we look much younger then. Things change.
Does your present condition upset you? Does it bother you?
Only a trial from Allah. God tries you in wealth, tries you in pain, tries you in failure, whatever. So I don't know what He's in store.
You view this as your trial, then?
Yes.
How are you passing it?
The success,
Are you matching the trial? You up to the challenge?
I'm doing it right now. Coming on your show. Facing you.
Make it sound so hard to do.
I started not come.
Why?
Because I realized I'm not healthy like I was. I realized you'll ask questions like you're asking. But my pride would make me say no. But in the Holy Quran, it says if you got 1 ounce of pride, you can't enter paradise. So it scares me to think that I'm too proud to do your show because of my condition.
A short, jolting right to the core. Liston goes down.
The numbers and tapes can only hint at the greatness of Ali. He was an Olympic champion. He won 56 pro fights. He commanded the first $1 million purse. He won the heavyweight title a record-setting 3 times. He gave unforgettable performances from Houston to New York and Zaire to Manila. But those days, Ali claims, no longer concerned him.
See, I've conquered the world. I've had all the fame. They said the world most known man, made money. And did you know 25 years is over that quick? So that tells me there's got to be a God or something better than this.
You telling me you didn't enjoy it?
I thought it did. It's only an illusion.
You think about your own death much?
5 times a day when I pray. And see, this life is short. This life is a preparation for the eternal life. I might die tomorrow, I might die next week. Don't know when I die.